Venerable Sir, now there are religions which believe that a human being is actually comprises of a body and an eternal soul. An eternal soul, which means that that soul which doesn't change in entity, which doesn't change in characteristics. Does Buddhism agrees with this eternal soul? Thank you.
I think answer is very obvious. Buddhism does not believe in eternal, permanent, unchanging self or soul. When we say we don't believe in eternal, unchanging, permanent soul, people might ask, turn around and ask, do we believe in changing soul? No, it is a concept. You know, recently an American biophysicist has written a book. I don't remember its titles, unfortunately. Just you asked the question, it occurred to me that there is a book. And this man has proven that the soul or self is a concept that is constantly created in our mind all the time. And somebody who has written a review on that book has said that this discovery is as revolutionary as the discovery of DNA. That means now more and more intellectual, scientifically oriented minded people have found out this is a very powerful notion that has been inculcated in our mind from time immemorial, and now it is for some people it is almost impossible to let go of that notion. But others who are liberal minded, who are intuitive, who do not cling to one particular notion or another, have begun to realize that this is a notion that we have very dearly cherished in our mind for long period of time. And Buddha, almost 3,000 years ago, saw this reality, and therefore he straight, without any hesitation, straightforwardly mentioned that there is none, whether permanent self or impermanent self.
I think this concept of soul is the misinterpretations of consciousness, because there is no another religion in this world where we can find the analytical interpretations of the mind, only in the teachings of the Buddha. So when he analyzed the mind, he pointed out we have 4 mental faculties. Among those 4 mental faculties, vijnana, consciousness, is the most strongest mental faculty, also introduced as departed consciousness. When we die, that consciousness depart from here. For that they use the word soul, because they have not learned how to analyze the consciousness. Because in that consciousness there are so many ingredients, mental energy. Avidya, trishna, karma, upadana, bhava. 5 mental energies are there in that consciousness. I have no time to explain all these things. Again, the 5 senses bring object from outside and ends that consciousness. Again, our feeling, sensation, or perception, or identification, and wholesome and unwholesome mental habit or karma, these things also contribute toward the consciousness. You can see how rich it is. There is even modern psychologists or do not know how to interpret, analyze the human mind. Because of this misunderstanding, they use the word soul, but Buddhism introduced as consciousness.